Hello, Leo, and welcome to your Star Tarot general reading. So, we're going to pick 8 cards. Sorry, I already picked them. So, I started recording this, and then my computer was like, you're out of memory. We can't keep recording it. So, I made a bunch of space, and here we are again. So, we're just going to go with the same spread because this was for you anyways. But here we are. Okay, so we have the Hermit off the bat. I feel like you've been trying to do a lot of healing lately. You've been trying to do a lot of healing. And it kind of just seems like a little frustrating. It seems like things just haven't really been panning out for you. And that's just been really frustrating, especially while you're healing, right? Because it's like, what else do I need on my plate right now? Like, I'm already focusing on so much. But we have the King of Wands, which is telling me that you're starting to take things into your own hands. You're starting to take things into your own hands. You've been doing all this healing. Yeah, sure, things haven't been working out for you, but you're kind of like getting accustomed to that, right? Like the last couple years have been so crazy. It's like you're getting used to the fact that, like, yeah, you know what? You never know what you're going to get. So I just have to keep on trucking. I'm going to keep going about my life. I do want to preface before getting too into this reading that the Libra full moon just happened, right? It was on the 16th. Don't think that just because it's passed that it's not going to affect us, because it is still going to affect us. The cosmic energies don't just work like they are underlying themes for a while, right? So I put a little cheat sheet below so you can look at your rising and see how this Libra full moon is going to affect you. And remember, full moons are cycles, right? So whatever themes that this Libra full moon is going to rule in your house, there's going to be an ending, okay, to one of these themes that is going on right now. Full moons are cycles, remember. So if you don't know what your rising is, you can always think about where you were October 6th of last year. That's when the Libra new moon was, right? New moons are new beginnings. So something started then that is now coming to a close 6 months ago. If you don't know where you were, just go into your phone, go into your camera roll, see, what was happening around then. Maybe go into your social media, text messages. Maybe that's like a little too tedious, but just like kind of peek into what you were doing around that time, okay? And then next we have the Three of Wands. This is telling me that you're kind of confused about where you should move forward. Like, which way should you take? Which way should you take? You're figuring out your next move, right? And you're like kind of struggling with that a little bit. You're just like, I don't really know where to go from here. We'll take that card because it did hop out. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, remember we just got out of the room and now their dog's like, hello, 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 freaking out. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is like a little frustration. It's like, where do I go from now? I'm so confused. We have all these pentacles. It's like, yes, I'm finally get to reap the fruit of my labor, but for some reason it's not working out, right? I have this little mesh bag and the pentacles just freaking melting through, and I'm like, what even is real anymore? Where do I go from now? Things just seem so unsure, which is very real, right? Again, the last couple years everything has been so wild. You're like, what if I do this and then something, I don't want to sound like a freaking downer, but like, what if I buy a house and and all of a sudden there's like a flood somewhere or something? You know what I mean? Like, everything is just so unsure. It's just like really difficult to make a decision because things that you used to be able to count on aren't really like panning out the way that they used to. So it's just a little frustrating. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is like, okay, just like focus on your art. Just focus on what you know to be stable. And like that will be fruitful, right? Like this person has been like drawing this little happy face over and over again, and they have the exact happy face. Like they're really honing in on their skills. So it's like, yeah, you can't control everything, but the things that you can control, just kind of like hone in on those, because those will be fruitful later on. I know this is like really frustrating, but something will pan out here. Something will pan out. Just focus on what you can. Because that's all we can really do. Right now, right? We have the Seven of Swords. scary. Let's pull some clarifiers on that. That's a really scary card to get because it's like somebody's getting away with something. I don't know if this is somebody you're in a relationship with. I don't know if this is somebody at your work. I don't know if this is one of your friends, but they're getting away with the good stuff and they're running. And look, they're even looking behind them like, are you seeing me? Do you see that I'm doing this? And it's like happening right under your nose. Okay, 2 cards came out. We'll take them. We have the Hermit and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, there is like a consistent theme of like values, security going on here. And I think that whatever happens here, like it might be a work situation. It might be a work situation. Like maybe all of a sudden your hours could get cut. Maybe all of a sudden something weird at your job happened that you just like really didn't see coming and you're like, oh crap. Or maybe you work somewhere where you get tips and you just haven't been getting the same tips that you used to. But it's really making you feel like, should I get another job? Should I start something else? Does this job align with my values? I'm not really sure. Like, I need to kind of sit with this and I need to see where it's going to make me happy. Who is actually going to value me? Like maybe you're just not even being valued in your job, but it seems like if you stay in this situation, it's going to keep you from a new beginning. It's going to keep you from a new beginning. And it does look like a work situation, but who knows? It could just be some kind of situation that involves security and values. Your values are being challenged right now. Let's see what's going on with this full reverse, though. I had to make sure I was recording. Oh my God. You know what's so funny, too? Yesterday, I was like, I know that during my recordings, it's going to be like, insufficient space. I'm not saying I'm psychic or anything. It's like when that's gonna happen anyways, but I should have done something about that before. Okay, so we have the Devil on top of the full reverse. So I don't know if you're just like sabotaging yourself. I don't know if this job is going to take no for an answer. I don't know what's going on here, but somebody is requiring a little too much of you and they're kind of manipulating you into something, and it is stopping you from either living your best life or it's just stopping you from a new beginning. Let's pull another card for that one. Ooh, what is this? It is the Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, it's like you have to cut something out. Look at this right side up. It's like you're cutting something out, right? Like this dark energy, like this manipulating energy. You're like, no, I'm going to bloom, be my butterfly, and I'm going without you. But it's reverse. It's like you need to cut this out. You need to take some action. You need to see this for what it is, because this isn't fair. This isn't fair. And I feel like you are going to come to terms. Like this has been you for a while, right? We have the, is this the 9? We have the 9 of Swords. This has been you. Just like sleepless nights, literally crying in your bed. Yeah. Just like in so much pain, healing, but it's reversed. So it's like you've done that. Okay? You've done that. You've done all that crying. You've done all the boo-hooing. You're like, okay, I'm moving on with my life. I have spent all this time and I'm seeing you for what you're doing here. This isn't fair. I'm seeing you for what you're doing, and I'm like really like thinking about who can value me, where I can work that's better going to value me. Like this isn't fair. I'm so sorry for you. Oh my God, look, the Page of Swords, like literally cutting something out. Literally cutting something out. It's like that's you just went through all this healing, all this shit, and you're like, I'm going back out there with my sword. With some amateur energy, but I mean, I'm like starting anew, and my sword's little, but whatever, I can do some stuff with that. I don't care. Let's see. Let's pull another clarifier for that. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your reading. I really appreciate all the likes, all the subscribes, all the comments. They just make my day. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Okay, we're going to take this card. So we have the Emperor reverse, which is like, just please stick to your values. Stick to your values. Speak up for yourself. Like, Like, look, this person's like split in half, and then this like ultimate being is in there and it's like, ah, I'm gonna be seen, I'm gonna be heard. X, Y, and Z, but it's reverse. Was it reverse or was it right side up? Either way, it's like you have to stick to your values. You have to stick to your values. You've like sat with yourself already. You have the Hermit in here twice. You have this like super healing card. You have all these coins. Like, just stick to your values, please. Like, don't forget your worth because it's getting muddled somewhere along the way. Somebody's tricking you into thinking that you don't deserve something that you absolutely do, and that's just not fair. It's keeping you from action. It's keeping you from... I'm trying to fix the green screen here. It's keeping you from action. It's keeping you from like living your life. It's keeping you from doing so many things. We're going to pull a clarifier or two on that. Oh yeah, that got fixed. Good. Okay, let's take this. We have the Three of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, you have to like really sit with yourself and figure out what's going on here. Okay, let's take this one. Interesting. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles reverse. So this card's really interesting to me because it almost looks like your ego, your id, and your super ego are all sitting down and they're like, okay, let's take a step back here and let's figure out what we want. And then you, your actual physical self, can like go out into the world and act on them, right? It's like you're making the plans here. You're sitting down with all your little selves and figuring out your next step. But that's reverse. And I feel it's because like a lot of manipulation is coming your way with whoever this is that's affecting you. Like, this is really, really not fair. We have the Master of Swords reversed. They're like tricking you into thinking that you don't deserve something. They're like gaslighting you, literally. And they're like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is the way it's always been. This is the way it's going to be. This is the way it's going to be. You don't have any say in any of this. It's just not fair, right? It's not fair. We have the Justice reverse. Like, it's just not freaking fair. Let's pull a door on that one. Okay. The Sacred Lotus. Compassion and action. The chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Interesting. Compassion and action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. It's like you wish that this person could see you for what you are and have like some compassion. But I think that ultimately, like, what this is saying is that you just need to have like compassion in yourself. You need to have compassion in how you act towards yourself, the decisions you make, and you need to just have, you know, like, respect yourself so that this thing can't manipulate you anymore. And you need to assert your boundaries and be like, I can't keep being treated like this anymore. This isn't fair. You need to call things for what they are. And nobody's going to do that but yourself. Like, you only have yourself to like defend in this matter, okay? Then we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which is, I love to see it. I love that this is at the very end. So the Knight of Pentacles upright is a very steady knight, right? The horse isn't even moving. It's completely stationed. You have this coin, what you value, right? You've done all this effort to have this sturdy coin and to be protected, to have all this armor, right? And you're like, where am I going? Where am I going with this coin? I have to figure out where I'm going. But because it's reverse, it's okay. Here you're thinking about it, you're right. And you're like not even moving though. The horse is literally not even like 1 foot up. You're just like stationed. But because it's reverse, it's like you are finally figuring out what you should do. What you should do, how you should act, how you should get the hell out of this situation, or just let it be known what you want. Oh my God. We have the Judgment reverse. Something's going to come to light. So there's going to be some karmic situation that's going to happen here. And I don't think that it's going to happen to you because it's reversed. I think it's going to happen to the other person. They're going to get some kind of karma that's going to come to them. Like, either you'll quit and then like everything at their job's going to go terribly because they're going to realize like what they lost. Or this could be some friendship, some relationship. And it's just going to be very karmic. Like, they're going to get what's coming. They really, really are. That's kind of nice. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay, but it came out reverse. I want to preface that before I show you. So look, it's like, oh, prisoner to your thoughts, all these evil thoughts, all this manipulation. tricking you into thinking something that you're not, right? But because it's reversed, it's like you're not doing that anymore. You're not doing that anymore, right? And that this is the Nine of Swords too. It's reversed, like you're just not going to do this anymore. We're going to pull an oracle card. I love this. I love this for you. I'm so excited for you. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Explore outside your element to discover new magic. Explore outside your element to discover new magic. It's like, yeah, you got to get out of here. You got to get out of whatever this is, because it's like not freaking cute. It's not freaking cute. And please, again, look at your rising down below. See how this full moon is going to affect you. Eclipse season is coming. Things, you know, are going to be brought to light that were being avoided, that just like were unseen. It looks like you've put in a lot of work to make this happen. So this is going to be easier than you think it is. I know it seems like it's going to be difficult to have like all this confrontation and to set this person straight or leave this situation, but you're ready for this. You've done a lot of the work, you really, really have, and it's probably just built up to this moment, to be honest. And nothing but good things are going to happen to you with the last cards that we got, like this person that has been manipulating you is going to get what they have coming to them. So just be easy on yourself. Get into a creative endeavor. You know, with the great conjunction that just happened in Pisces, there is a lot of energy, a lot of creative energy in the air. That's a transit that happens once every 165 years, transit of a lifetime. The odds are on your side if you give your dreams a good vehicle to just, you know, absolutely bloom. So I love you, Leo. I'll see you in another 2 weeks with your love reading, and thank you so much for trusting me again. Subscribe, like, and yes, leave me a comment. Okay, I love you. Bye. XOXO.